Hey everybody, welcome Saturday. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. I thought I'd just pop on and hang out for a little bit. Hi Marla, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good, sunny, beautiful day like it is here in Michigan, but Seattle's usually very rainy, right? How's everybody doing this fine day? Turn a little bit of background music on. Hi Sadie, good to see you. I hope you're having a great Saturday as well. It's actually sunny here. That's great. I'm glad you're having a sunny day just like I am. Hey, Batman, good to see you. Hi, your sock, Weifu, Weiyu, however you say that. Marcel, hello from Hungary. Well, hello from Michigan. Thank you. I'm glad you love my content. Thank you, Sadie. I'm doing wonderfully. This is when we start to get that nice spring weather. Like we had some nice days here and there, but we're going to consistently get some 60s and 70s, which I am looking forward to. I'm very happy about. I should be outside exercising and going for a walk, but I'm going to do that later. It's still a little chill in the air. It's going to get a little warmer later. So I hope you all are having a wonderful day too. I know I've said that like 20 times already, but we're just hanging out. I'm waiting for people to comment. Let me know where you're at or how you're doing. And oh yeah, yesterday it was super windy. We had a low come through Michigan, and it was like really, really gusty and cold, like 40 degrees and rainy. And then I woke up and it was sunny. So I guess that's the good part about having some of those storms come through is the next day. Usually in the springtime, we get some sunny days. So today and tomorrow's gonna be 70 something and sunny. So I am excited and happy about that. A couple of 70s in a row there. I'm good other than the fact that my rig burned down yesterday. My daughter and I got out safely, though. That's what meant. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your rig burning down. I don't know if you're a praying person, but I will say a prayer for you. And I'm glad that everything turned out fine. And I mean, what matters got out fine. Of course, your rig is not fine. But I hope you have good insurance and all that, and you'll be well taken care of. What's everybody else up to? Did you guys see my update from yesterday? I put it in private. So I don't know how many of you were there yesterday when I talked about channel updates and new things I'm doing. I actually recorded a My 600 Pound Life clip. I'm thinking about doing an entire episode here soon when I get a little more time to do it. Today I was doing my taxes. Like that's what I was mostly focused on today is doing my taxes, and I tried to e-file, but then all of a sudden it like declined the federal tax return that I turned in, and it said because somebody else or I already did it with my social security number. So did somebody steal my identity? I don't know. That's what it said when I looked it up. Like it rejected it 3 times. And it said that one of the main reasons why they would reject it is because somebody else or a tax return was already filed with my social security number. So I have no idea what's going on. I am frustrated about it, and I hope that's not the case. So then I went to print out my tax return information because I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to mail it in now. And then my printer wouldn't work. And I was going back and forth, like, what's going on? I'm checking out my printer, and then I had to like re-add the password for my Wi-Fi stuff into the printer. Then I had to connect it back and like remove and re-download drivers. And I spent most of the afternoon do that. I should have been working on homework, and I had a video I wanted to record today, but most of the day went towards figuring out my taxes. So, but I finally got it figured out, and I got everything printed out. And so now I'm going to have to mail in that stuff. I did file for a federal extension because it's like I don't have the resources right now to mail in those stuff. And so frustrating. But I will go over the update here in a few moments. I'm just going to see if other people jump in case a lot of you did not see that update from yesterday. I'm going to keep this video up, though. It was just sometimes I don't like my own live streams. Like I just say some weird stuff, or I seem too needy about something. Like I talked about my finances being in a rough spot. And I don't want people thinking I'm trying to make anybody feel sorry for me or anything. So I put it in private. So hopefully I do better in this live stream, and I'll keep it up for the update for everybody else. My wife wants to lose weight. The rain affected her step count from 10K to 3K. It'll do that. Like I told myself, I'm like, once it starts getting nice, I'm going to go for a walk. And that was yesterday. And I'm like, I'm not going out. Like when it's rainy and windy like that, I understand. I'm not going out either. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. I'll definitely keep you in my prayers. Thank you, Christina. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, whatever that name is. It's likely someone already filed with your social security number. Could have been an error or intentional fraud. I'm hoping that it's an error. I'm really hoping it's an error because I tried using a different software, but I didn't send it in. Of course, I put my social security number on it, but I did it wrong. And then it was going to charge me, and I found out I could use H&R Block for free. So I didn't complete that process. I never turned it in, but I used H&R Block now. And because they had a free option, I didn't have the money to spend $80 to turn in my taxes, so I saw an ad for H&R Block free, and so I'm hoping that's the issue, that I already started a return with my social security number with a different product, but I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow or send in my stuff, and I really hope it's not intentional fraud. I don't know why anybody would intentionally try to file a return under my social security number, because I made like 20-something thousand dollars last year. So it's not like they're getting anything back. In fact, I owe both state and federal. So, surprise, unless the IRS start pounding on my door, hey, you stole, $100,000 from us and fraudulent returns. Or I really hope that doesn't happen, but you never know. People are weird. Thank you, Marla. I appreciate that. A white unicorn with rainbow hair. That's a Bronco, if that's what you're talking about. Thank you, Marla. I need to do live streams more often. I really do. I really enjoy doing live streams with you guys. Hey, God bless you, man. I'm hanging in there. I actually had a job interview on Thursday, so I'm hoping things look up for me. And it was actually with a ministry here in the Flint area that works with people with addictions. So I think that would be great for something for me to get into and gain some experience from that. But I won't find out for 7 to 10 days if I got that job. But yeah, other than that, things are going good. School's going well. I have a big assignment due tomorrow or Monday, and so I need to work on it today at some point. But like I said, I just wasted a lot of time today. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's a mistake. I really am. Got 12 people watching now. If you guys can do me a favor, like this stream, maybe they'll send it to more people and more people will pop on. I don't know how many people are even on right now because it's a beautiful day in most of the country, and it's sunny and it's nice, and it's the first nice weekend we've had in forever. So there might not be a lot of people watching right now. Today's like day one of a new regimen of me trying to exercise and diet, because I did get through a period of time where I was eating a lot of frozen stuff because that's all I could afford. And I did get accepted for, temporary food stamps. So I finally can get back to doing my regular dieting. Protein shake, and I had 3-egg omelet for lunch with mushroom and onion and cheese. And then I had my protein yogurt, my keto yogurt. I had one of those. And I'm trying to think of what I want to do for dinner. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm back into it. I didn't overdo it. I didn't gain any weight. I still lost weight even. I'm down to 455 right now. So I'm still losing weight, but it kind of got stagnant again for a little bit because I was eating frozen food, and all I had was some sausage biscuit things from Jimmy Dean that my mom had in the freezer. So I ate that for a little bit, and I still kept my calories down, still did okay, but I'm glad to be back on my regimen, having food again, and now I need to exercise. That's what my coach is telling me. I need to get out there and exercise, and now that it's sunny and beautiful, I need to go out there. Have you talked to Scout lately? She's been MIA. I know you guys are friends. I hope she's well. Yeah, we talk about it every day. She is more focused on school right now. She might even pop in here. She sees what I'm on and pops on, and yeah, she's doing really well. I'm trying to convince her to come back to YouTube. She graduated high school early, so she started college courses, and she's been really busy, that and work, and so she's doing really good though. She's doing really good, and I'll tell her that people are asking about her, and I keep trying to convince her to come back and maybe do a live stream, give an update on how she's doing, because I know people care about her. And we've actually been talking about doing a podcast together, and we were going to start last week, and then I decided if I do get this job, it'll be an evening job, so there's no point in starting a podcast in the evening, and then suddenly I get a job and we can't do it in the evening anymore. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that, but I'm sure you guys will see Scout on again here soon. Happy to see you doing what you do. I'm 6 foot and weight flux. Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult, and I say on my channel all the time, I understand if you're struggling with it. It is very difficult to consistently do it. You know, you have to be perfect at it all the time, because any changes in your diet, if you have one cheat meal, you're suddenly going to start holding on to water. If you struggle with your food intake just a little bit, you eat a little more, like your body goes up and down, and your metabolism slows up and speeds down, and you gain water weight and you lose water weight, and it's a difficult thing to consistently lose weight. So we're all in this together. For the lot of you who are trying to lose weight, we are in this together. I'm here to help out as much as I can, and I know you guys are there to support me as much as you can, but being a 6 footer myself, it's still difficult, especially now that I'm 40 years old and getting older. I hope I don't get older. I mean, I'm not saying I hope I die, but I hope I stop at 40 and maybe start getting younger. Maybe could that be possible? But yeah, metabolism slows down, testosterone goes down, all that stuff starts interfering too, and it makes it even more difficult. So I wish I did this 10 years ago when I had the opportunity. But yeah. No, I left that job a couple months ago, so that's why I'm kind of stuck right now. No longer employed by them, and I enjoyed my time there. I just needed to leave. They were kind of getting to a point too where I don't think they liked me, because they moved me to a back corner and they weren't communicating with me, and then all of a sudden they told me they were moving me to a different role, which was a downshift. And it was very difficult, and doing full-time college and interning at the church. And I regret leaving though. I regret leaving because now I don't have an income. So I'm still trying to figure all that out. Thank you, Marla. I appreciate that. 455. Woohoo. Yes, even if it's slow weight loss. But my coach wants me to lose about 3 pounds per week. And so I need to get into that groove where I'm doing that. But even then, when I'm doing perfect and I'm doing great, it still slows down. And I think also it's because I don't get a lot of sleep either. You know, it's pouring rain where you are at. Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast, or? You're doing well. Gets tricky staying on track. I just got here. Are you getting a new job? I had an interview on Thursday, so I'm hoping, and it only pays minimum wage, so it's not even going to be something that I do well on. So I'm changing up my YouTube just a little bit. That I'm hoping is going to be a great change. So I did make that announcement yesterday that I'm going to be going back to focusing on my 600-pound life stuff, because since I started doing the fat activist stuff, it seems like a lot of you guys are bored with that. I'm not saying all of you, maybe a lot of you like the fat activist stuff. two of my biggest videos were fat activist stuff. But when I was doing my 600-pound life stuff, it was more consistent, bigger numbers. I was making more money doing that. But since I started doing the fat activist stuff, like I've been getting 1,000 to 3,000 views every video, and it sucked. When I was doing my 600-pound life, I was getting 4,000, 6,000, 7,000 views consistently. So I think a lot of people subscribed to my channel because I was covering those shows, and then stopped kind of watching as often when I was doing fat activist stuff. And I even felt I was getting a little boring with fat activist stuff, that you guys were bored with it. I was getting bored with it. I found myself saying the same stuff every day. It wasn't very interesting. And so people just kind of barely watched. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Hoarders, I get a lot of requests for hoarders. Talking about addictions and stuff like that, a little bit more about my personal journey. Even though those videos don't do well, that's the most requested type of video I get, people wanting me to talk about my journey more often. So I'll probably start doing that, and reacting to shows and stuff. I'll still do fat activist content in there, but yeah. Getting a new job is going to make that difficult. That doesn't make a huge difference unless you're on the smaller side. That's true. Even maintaining, you have to be consistent. I have slipped slightly and got to 225 last week. I weighed in today 2.6 pounds less. Congrats on that weight loss. I was maintaining between 200 and 215. Yeah, at my size, I should be losing at least 3 pounds a week easy. But I think the lack of sleep, the lack of water, because he keeps telling me I'm chronically dehydrated, and I'm not making up excuses. I'm just saying what he's telling me. That I'm chronically dehydrated because I'm not drinking enough for my size. You're supposed to be drinking so many ounces per pound. Lack of sleep, lack of water, and lack of exercise, I think, is really what's slowing it down. What kind of job did you apply for? There's a ministry in the Flint area where I live in Michigan, and they help people who have addictions. Like, they bring them in and they house them and they take care of them and they take care of their spiritual needs. They help them detox, get off of the types of addictions that they're in, and really help them out that way. And so I think I'd be great for that, because I do men's ministry at my church, but it also helped me grow, towards my career of being a pastor and stuff like that. Yeah, I do get that quite often. I do get a lot of requests for hoarders. Same, I left my old job to focus on finding a new one, but it's an awful job market. It is. It's really awful. I'm thinking of pivoting to trades, even with my finance degree. Yeah, like so many people say, everybody's hiring, and you go on Indeed and all these other places and look for jobs, but nobody responds. Nobody responds to you, no matter how many applications you fill out. And my job area is a little lower anyway, smaller, because I can't stand on my feet for 8 hours. So I need to find a job where I can sit at a desk, some of it. Like, I can move around a little bit, but I can't stand on my feet for 8 hours. I probably couldn't even stand on my feet for 3 hours. The most I have lately has been 2 hours. When I was helping out at a homeless shelter, I stood for 2 hours. That's the limit, I think, where I'm at before I needed to sit down. So that takes most of the jobs out of my grasp. And office jobs are hard to get. My office, the other one, I didn't need a degree, but a lot of office jobs do require degrees, and so a lot of people are looking for office jobs. So if they do have a degree, they are more likely to get those jobs than I am. So I am in a tough position right now. Tough position. If you are bored, it'll often reflect in the views. I was actually getting very what's the word? Passionate about what I was talking about. Like, I was ranting and raving, and not like a lunatic. I don't know if you've seen any of my recent videos, but I wasn't reflecting that I was bored, but I would just start realizing I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not adding any value. I'm not saying anything new. Like, every fat activist pretty much has the same views. And also, there's a lot of us in the anti-fat activist community who are making the same videos. So as soon as any fat activist would burp, like, there was 10 of us probably making a video about it. So there's a lot of people right now making that type of content. There's not a lot of people reacting to my 600-pound life, and a lot of them do not have the experience that I have with losing that much weight, being almost 700 pounds myself. So that's where I think my sweet spot is, reacting to those types of shows. And so I'm going to go back to that. I'm still going to do the occasional fat activist stuff. I'm not giving up on it. But I also think I started doing that because it's a lot easier to just grab some clips from TikTok and react to them versus fighting TLC and they put a copyright flag on my video and try to block it, and I have to fight them, and it takes 10 days, and that takes a lot of work. So I just recorded a 600-pound life video just before I went live, and I'm going to go edit it here pretty soon. I just wanted to pop on for a little bit and say hi, but that's the channel update. We're going to do more of that stuff, try to do more live streams, try to hang out with you guys more often, try to be more consistent in my posting, and also shorter introductions, because I think a lot of people get bored because if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, if you know who I am and you watch all my videos, you're going to stay through the introduction. You like my content. But a lot of new people, like I wasn't getting a lot of new subs. Like my subs fell off a cliff. And I think because my introductions were so long and people didn't want to subscribe to my channel because of that. And so they click off pretty quickly. So I was really noticing that huge click off. So shorter introductions, better content, less ranting and raving. My stuff, the stuff that I say, is gonna be a little shorter, and all that stuff. So I'd love to see you cover the dark side of diet culture. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Add a pinch of sea salt to your water. I will consider that. I do put like, it's called Propel, like these little packets of Propel. That's electrolyte powder and flavor. I put in my water. It helps me drink more of it. You're right, those things you do matter, but if you're not hitting that goal at your weight and you're truly tracking calories and being honest with yourself, the only possible reason would be medical. Yeah, I would be the first to admit and be honest if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I'm not saying you're accusing me of that, but somebody at my weight should be losing weight. And I think it's a combination of stress, not having a job, worried about money, looking for work, all that stuff, lack of sleep, lack of water. I'm chronically dehydrated. And so my body's holding on to water. But people keep saying that I look like I'm losing weight. Like, they see it on my face, they see it on my body when I go to church or whatever. Like, I'm getting comments. So I'm probably still losing fat, but my body's, the water weight is fluctuating, and I eat something frozen and processed. And so, again, I'm not making up excuses. If I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do and staying on top of it, which I just admitted I haven't been perfect lately, then I would know what the answer was. But it's kind of a mix of those things. So today I was like, all right, nice day. I'm going to start working on it. Better diet, going out and exercising, going for a walk. I start lifting a little bit of weights, and try to get a little bit of better sleep and see if that helps. But having ADHD does not help with the sleep. Like, I am up late at night just thinking. My brain will not shut off. So I'll figure that out though. Most people don't realize how much water you need. The 8-ounce cups they recommend wasn't enough. Yeah. And it goes by poundage. So the fact that I'm still 450 pounds, I don't know how many ounces of water that would be. How many ounces per pound should you? How many ounces should you drink per pound? Our general rule of thumb is to drink half an ounce to an ounce of water for every pound you weigh. Yeah, I'm not drinking 450 ounces of water. There's absolutely no way that I could do that. Not even half of that. Like, because I have a shrunken stomach, like, I cannot drink that much water. So he put me on a 150-ounce goal, which I failed yesterday. So I'm trying to chug down some water today, which is difficult to do. But yeah, you're supposed to be drinking a half an ounce to an ounce of water per pound you weigh is the rule, or the guide, I guess. I'm looking for a part-time job. With inflation, my Social Security isn't doing it. I'm so sorry to hear that, Melody. That's really tough out there, especially with the inflation and food's going up. It's nutso right now. You and Shauna Steele are the only ones I can think of in that specific realm. Yeah, I mean, there's two of us who have had that surgery and used to be that big. I actually emailed Shauna Steele and asked him for his advice on that. So hopefully he gets back to me, and you know, I'd love to collab with him, but he's not interested in doing collabs. So I've emailed a few people for collabs and haven't gotten word back. DLC don't play. It's sad to be putting all the work editing just to get flagged days later. Well, here's the thing, and here's why people like Shauna Steele and other channels can do My 600 Pound Life. TLC does not want their content on any other channel, right, except for their own. So they'll go out of their way to flag you. But what happens is that you can appeal that and say this is under fair use law. Because under fair use, like, I'm allowed to react to content, and my slant on that is educational because I share my own experiences with weight loss surgery. I talk about the drama and the stuff that's on the show. So yeah, just I'm allowed to use clips, and I pause it frequently, and I transform it, and I react to it and add my own commentary to it. So I'm legally able to do that, but they will still probably deny your appeal. I've had a couple of appeals that I won and I was able to show the video, but most of the time they will deny your appeal. And so what happens then is that you have a chance. Any of you who've ever done videos like that know what I'm talking about. I can then say, you know what, I have a right to post this. I'm going to challenge their denial. And so essentially TLC has two options. They can either allow you to use, or three options, sorry. They can either allow you to use the content, or they will just ignore your appeal to them. So they have 10 days to challenge you legally. If you say, I have a right to show this video, they have 10 days to legally challenge you. And they do not consider it worth it. That's what I'm learning now. So before, when a lot of videos I would record My 600 Pound Life, I get to that point, and if they do challenge you, then YouTube will give you a copyright strike, and you will likely lose your channel if you get 2 or more copyright strikes, right? So I've been scared. Like, I made these videos, and I don't want to say I have a right to use them, because if I lose that, then they will deny, and I could get a copyright strike and lose my channel. So I don't want that to happen. So I've been scared. But people like Shauna Steele know that TLC is not going to go after them. And so they ignore that copyright strike, and they have 10 days to legally challenge. They do not challenge because they're not going to sue you knowing that you have a right to use that content. It's not worth it for them. And so I'm hoping moving forward, it's going to take some time, but I'm hoping I can win more challenges, and we'll see what happens. Electrolytes are good, that's for sure. Yeah, I've heard of Circle. Yep. That's all right. Everyone struggles. Even I do a lot with my weight fluctuates 100 pounds, 125 pounds, because I'm always all over the place. Yeah, it's difficult. It's almost like you're putting together a chemical formula. Everything has to be perfect for your body. Your body will fight against weight loss. It's a protective mechanism your body has. Once you start losing weight consistently, your body fights against it, and it will do whatever it can to prevent you from losing weight. Yeah, because it's used to us in the early days, right? When humans would eat a lot of food during harvest time to get through a hard winter, and then it would slowly use up that fat. So it's sort of a survival mechanism from our past. But now we've eaten an abundance of food, We do not work it off. We do not have famine times now in our society and in our culture. So that's why people keep gaining weight, gaining weight, gaining weight. They eat a lot of food. It's almost like harvest time every day, every season is harvest time. So all the food that they eat keeps storing on their body and keeps storing and storing and storing. But then you try to lose weight, your body thinks, oh, wow, this guy is going through a famine time. We're going to try to hold on to it a little bit. So the conditions have to be almost right. And if you try to lose too much weight too fast, your body will really stop that from happening. And you'll go into a stall and it'll think it's starvation mode and all that stuff. So yeah, it's going to fluctuate. It's going to fluctuate. Try drinking 1 gallon. I will try. Hello, Humanoid Dolls Against Hate. That's an interesting name. That would be an awesome collaboration. Yeah, it would. I hope one day that he would. I've asked him before and he said no, he wasn't interested in collabing. I did collab with Marla. If Marla's still here, go subscribe to her channel and go check that video out. It was nice to collab with Marla. We'll have to set up our collab for the end of the next month. I'm moving across the country in a few weeks, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Awesome, Christina. Congrats on the big move. I look forward to collabing with you as well. Just appeal more. Do your thing. TLC is so toxic. Yeah. I hope I win. I don't want any strikes on my channel. I actually started one called Big T Reacts, and I only put 1 video on it. And I ended up getting a job at the time. So I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time for school, for a job, interning at my church, and running 2 channels. But I have thought about starting a Christian channel, just, a separate Christian channel to do more of my teachings and stuff on there, and see what happens with that. But again, time is short. Maybe when I graduate college, because then when I'm not doing tons of homework, I'll have a lot more time. Hi, Susan. Hello from Michigan. Also, I think that more personal day of my life, what I eat in a day, etc. content would be interesting. Here's the thing with that. Like, as I explained earlier, I don't know if you're here for it. That is the most requested type of content that I get on this channel, right? More and more people want to know what I'm doing, what I'm eating in a day, those types of reactions. But anytime I've put those videos out, they are the worst videos in terms of performance. I get maybe 1,000 or less views on those videos. So I think most of my audience wants the My 600 Pound Life reactions, even though most people say they want to know personal stuff about my life. And I don't mind making those videos. It's not always about performance. But performance can hurt the algorithm. If you get a bad video with bad performance, from what I've heard, it can hurt your video, and the next couple videos are going to struggle a little bit. Maybe I need to title it better or something. I'm still working on figuring out how to title things better. But yeah, for the last several months, like, my views are down, my subscriptions screeched to a halt. Like, it's all really bad right now. The money I'm making on YouTube, and it's not about the money, but when you start seeing all the numbers go down like that, you just start to wonder, okay, well, are people bored with my content? Do they not want to see the fat activist stuff anymore? Do they want me to go back to what I was doing with the My 600 Pound Life reactions and the hoarders and the Dr. Phil shows and secret eaters and shows like that? I think is going to be the sweet spot for my channel to pick things back up and to keep growing. I hope. But I will mix that content in there. I will do the personal video, share what I'm eating, show the weigh-ins, maybe some shorts of me going for a walk again like I did before, because people are interested. Some people are interested in that. I like seeing you and Lydia do collabs, but she has something going on at the moment. Yeah, she has kind of disappeared from the picture for a little bit. I don't know what's going on. We talked all the time, and then she just kind of disappeared. But I understand she's got something going on right now, and so I hope she comes back and everything's okay with her. Well, I'm able to do more. I'm able to do a lot more. of the things that I feel gifted to do, like the preaching and the teaching. Before, I could not stand up and do a sermon, but I did my first sermon a couple months ago at my church. I preached the Sunday sermon. So to stand up for 45 minutes and deliver a sermon was awesome. So it was tough for me. I thought I was letting God down when I was stuck in bed, right? Like that's part of the reason why I got up and lost the weight, because I'm like, I know you're calling me to do work in the ministry, and the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is, you know, is if I lose weight. And so being able to lose weight, get more active in the church, help out with some of the smaller things, like helping cook and clean the floors and wipe down tables, like those things I couldn't do either. And so I'm glad to be able to do the smaller things. Hello, JoJo's World News. You're watching from Cater. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I generally like when people show what they eat, their groceries, how they cook, that kind of stuff. Guess what? Most people want to see that. Yeah. I've been thinking about doing another shopping trip, because I did that shopping trip that I did before early on in the channel. Somebody was outside. Early on in the channel, after I lost enough weight, I did a video where I went to the store for the first time in a very long time, probably 6 years, I think it was. And so going to the grocery store for the first time in 6 years was a good video. So I think I might do another shopping trip video, just kind of show what I eat and the kinds of stuff that I do at the grocery store. So that might be another video that pops up here pretty soon. I don't know either, but her community post said due to personal reasons she would be gone for a while. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know. Yeah, Cynical Dude is a good dude. I talk to him almost every day too. I am a moderator on his Discord, so if you like Discord, go join his Discord. I'm in there. I did have my own Discord for a while, but I stopped going there when I started school and work. I just didn't have time for both. But now I'm a mod at his, and I don't have to run it. Now I can, just help out when I can and be a part of that. So his Discord is really good. Got some good people in there. So go join Cynical's Discord if you want to hang out with me and Cynical Dude. He's in there quite often too. So go into his Discord and say, hey, Big T, and I'll pop on there and say hi. But yeah, I hope to collab with Cynical Dude too, because again, that was really fun. And we said we would do it again, but he doesn't like doing the collabs as much as I do. I love collabing with people. If you know the channel, it's Dave, or not David. I should have a video on his channel tomorrow. It was gonna be Friday, and I kind of got like thinking he was gonna like not air the video because it was supposed to be Friday. So I was like, all right, what's going on? What did I do wrong? Like thinking, self-doubting myself, thinking I did something wrong. And he just told me today that there was a miscommunication, that he's gonna put it on tomorrow. So I'll be on his channel tomorrow. There'll be a video up. Looking forward to that. How's everybody else doing? Got 19 people watching. I am a superstar. I'm a superstar. I'm super famous all over the world. Everybody knows the name Big T. I like that the videos would be like from a walk or grocery store haul, something like that. Yeah. Yep. Something like that. People are interested in my life. It was funny because I did when I was going to the store, I did that video going to the store, and I stopped at Taco Bell to show, it wasn't a cheat meal of sorts, but it was showing that I could eat healthy at Taco Bell. So I got one of their power bowls, and I had the meat and the veggies. I didn't get the beans or rice with it. So I was just kind of showing, when I do go out and I do get a Taco Bell or something, how I can do it healthy. But it was funny, like the people inside saw that I was recording the interaction and everything, and then we pulled off to a spot and I kind of recorded me eating a little bit of it, I think. But it was interesting just seeing people look at me like, "What are you doing? You're recording yourself going to Taco Bell?" Like, I haven't seen his videos in a while. Well, go watch. Go watch. You're from Germany. Cool, cool. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go for now. I probably need to go exercise and get some homework done and edit this video. Hopefully, I can release it tomorrow. If it's not up by tomorrow or Monday, then it's gonna take me some time to fight TLC because they're trying to block it. So, and if that's the case, I'll have to record something else in the meantime while I wait for that video to come out. So. More content's coming, guys. I appreciate you all, and thank you for popping on here. I love you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your